The JCB 86C-1 is a compact excavator, and it's certainly not a mini digger because it weighs nearly 9 tonnes. This model of it comes in a nice JCB branded box, although there's no information about the real machine. Unusually for a JCB model, it's made by NZG, and if we separate the trays, the model sits inside. There's no assembly to do because this model is complete out of the box. Starting underneath, the structure's modelled well, but there's a few big screws visible. But the rubber track pads are very good, complete with connection bolt locations. The small track frames are simple, but the sprockets and idlers have got good detailing. The curved body shape has got some crisp casting detail, and the paint and graphics make it all look convincing. The metal cab has some very good casting details, and the interior is detailed as well. One particularly nice aspect is the boom and stick with its hydraulic hoses and pipes, and the connections are made by discrete friction pins. The small bucket is a decent metal casting. Once again, we're out on the Cranes Etc. test track, and the little JCB's rubber tracks grip nicely. They roll well enough in a straight line, but you wouldn't want to steer with them. And although they're a little bit stiff to start with, once you free them up a bit, the tracks roll quite easily. The machine does feature a small dozing blade, and that's modelled well because the range of movement is very good. So you can set it high or you can put it right down. Here the JCB shows us its moves at rotation, and yes, it likes to spin around. Now we move on to the all-important digging features, and as you would expect from an NZG model, it performs very well. The range of movement is good enough at the top end, and you can bring the bucket right in close if you want. And if we switch on the patented Cranes Etc. anti-gravity system, we can see that the JCB also has a good range of movement for digging trenches. But wait, there's more! To facilitate digging in those hard to get at places such as the side of the display case, the boom can also rotate at the pivot point. It's powered by a hydraulic ram and the range of movement on the model is good. Let's now move on to the genuine imitation real-life tests. And the first thing we'll see is how the JCB looks posed on a transport vehicle. For efficiency, we'll use the giant hand crane to position the machine on the low loader, but somehow it looks a little bit lonely. So the best thing to do is to bring along its brother, and then they can both look at each other as they travel along the road. For the next test, we'll load a road-going tipper, and here the operator's already got a small bucket load of sand, but it's a little bit of a reach up to get up and over the tipper side, but it can do it. And then with just a little bit of wrist action, the bucket can be emptied. Yes, once again the superior skills of the Cranes Etc. operators really come to the fore. For the final test, we'll try out the Dozing Blade, and here we see it approaching a dozing Cranes Etc. team member. Finally, there's a way to stop these guys just standing around all day. It's good to see that JCB has commissioned a high quality model of one of its machines, and NZG has done a good job with the detailing and features of this model. It's not the cheapest JCB model that you'll find, but it is highly recommended.